Hey, it's Andrew, and let me ask you something. Have you been to the self-help section at Barnes & Noble recently? If you have, you may have noticed something kind of weird. Let's get into it right after this. Hey, it's Andrew J. Brandt. I'm the award-winning author of multiple novels, including the Pencraft Award winner Mixtape for the End of the World and the Bookfest Award winner Picture Unavailable. And recently I was at my local Barnes & Noble perusing around, and I got to looking in the self-help section. And as I was looking around, I noticed something kind of familiar with all of these covers of self-help books. And it seemed kind of strange to me. There was this one, followed by this one, with this one, and you probably recognize this one. So what's the catch here? What is the deal with all of this profanity-laden titles, and why are they so catchy? Why does it feel like all these self-help books have the same thing to say? Let's go back to the beginning. What was self-help called before it was self-help? I'll give you a hint. It's religion. Everything that's ever been said in the self-help space has been repackaged, repurposed, rebranded into something else, but it really all just distills down into the same thing: how to be a better person. In this video, we're going to explore some of the possibilities behind this phenomenon and give you some tips in finding the self-help books that speak best to you. The first reason why it feels like most self-help books all kind of say the same thing is because they all follow popular trends. For example, books on mindfulness or positive thinking have been popular in recent years, so many authors may try to replicate those approaches to appeal to a broader audience. While this can make some books feel repetitive, it's important to remember that different authors may bring their own unique experiences to the space. Reason number 2, universal advice. Another reason why self-help books can all feel familiar is because they all kind of follow the same universal advice that is familiar and applies to different situations. For example, the importance of setting goals, taking action, and overcoming fear are all examples of universal advice in self-help books. While these topics may seem repetitive, they are often essential to personal growth and success. Reason number 3, marketing. Lastly, book publishers love things that are popular, and what they like to do is find those popular things and repackage new things to reflect those popular things in order to get you to buy more things. Publishers will market self-help books in a way that makes them seem familiar in order to appeal to a particular audience. This can make it seem like there's a lack of diversity in self-help books, which in fact there are many different approaches and perspectives available. So how can you find the self-help books that reflect and speak best to you? As a reader, how can you find that one book or that certain sect of books that you say, this is what I need in my life? Here are a few tips. Number 1, look for authors who have a different perspective or approach than what you've read before. If you're stuck on the same path and you're trying to find something that resonates with you even better, get outside of your comfort zone. If you've only read self-help books from celebrities, find something on stoicism or ancient philosophy. 2, read book reviews or ask for recommendations from people that you trust. The biggest and best way to find new books, in my opinion, is simply word of mouth. Find people that you trust, whether in person or on a book club online or Goodreads, and find what they suggest and the things that speak to them, and see if it resonates with you as well. Number 3, don't be afraid to put a book down or skip around if it doesn't really speak to you. I recently read a book by Tiago Forte called Building a Second Brain. I thought it would be interesting until I really delved into it and found that it didn't really speak to me. There's no shame in putting down a book that doesn't speak to you, you don't feel like has the necessary tools that you need in that moment. And lastly, try a different format. If reading a self-help book doesn't work, try an audiobook or a podcast. There are so many podcasts now on these subjects, whether it's Ryan Holiday's Daily Stoic or any of the others that are out there that allow you, the consumer, to find exactly what you're looking for in that space. So there you have it, some possible reasons why most self-help books kind of feel the same right now, and the things that you can do to find the ones that resonate best with you. Remember, every author brings their own unique perspective and experiences to their writing. So don't be afraid to explore different authors and approaches to find what works best for you. Thank you so much for tuning into the Indie Author Method. I hope you found advice here that is worth your time. If you haven't done so yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the Indie Author Method, a daily newsletter sent directly to your inbox that gives every author and aspiring author the tools they need to complete their novel. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.